breaking news out of North Utica. Utica Police, Utica County Sheriff, State Police, all were on the scene for hours overnight. Van Rensselaer Road in North Utica. Let's head over to News Channel 2's Brent Carney. He is live there now. He can tell us the very latest on the situation there.
Good morning, Katrina. As I said moments ago, the standoff that appears to have occurred here on Van Rensselaer Ave has come to a close. There are still a couple of police cars that are out in front of the home where the standoff allegedly occurred. We are trying to work and get more information from Utica Police, but we have not heard back. The only thing that I have heard is Chief Williams was here a short time ago, and what he told me is about how the standoff ended is in terms of how it ended, he says it could have been better. So we are trying to work out and get more information about what that may mean. But he did say that the police department will be holding a press conference a little bit later on today. But what we know now is that one person, this whole thing started just after midnight for reports of shots fired on Elmhurst Road. And according to dispatch, one person was taken to St. Elizabeth's Medical Center for a gunshot wound. Police then put a bolo out on a black SUV, and again, this is all according to dispatch. Then this all moved over to Van Rensselaer Ave, where allegedly the standoff occurred. And also, allegedly, a man held a woman against their will inside of the home. In the video that we have, you can hear what appears to be a family member pleading with the person inside to surrender themselves. Again, we don't know the information on the individual that was involved in the standoff, so we are still working to get more information from police. Again, police also want to stress that there is no longer a threat to the public. They did have to evacuate homes here early on this morning, and they did have to cut the power off, but they do want to stress that there is no longer a threat to the area. And again, we are going to be working with more information with police about how this standoff ended, but more importantly, details on how and why it started, which are still unanswered questions, Katrina. But for now, I'm going to send it back to you.
Thank you so much, Brent. And we'll hear that what sounds like a mother's plea to a son coming up in our next half hour. News Channel 2's Brent Carney. Just want to give you a little bit of perspective here as well. Take a look at this map. Now, this was just after 4 o'clock this morning. We did hear reports there was a power outage. As Brent said, the power is back on, but from the map, you can see the proximity. You can see where Elmhurst Ave is. You can see where Van Rensselaer is. And that area had the power cut to it early this morning during this situation. We'll continue to follow up on this for you throughout the morning.